back Europa 5525. White centre ground, Europa 5525, ready to taxi. Taxi to 14 right, Europa 5525. White centre tower, good morning. Singapore 1736 is on final for 14 left. Clear to land on 14 left, Singapore 1736.
White center clearance, good morning. Singapore 1253 ready for pushback at Bravo 2. Cleared for pushback Singapore 1253.
Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
White centre ground, Singapore 1736, taxi to the gate.
White center ground, Singapore 1253 ready to taxi.
Taxi to gate Alpha 1, Singapore 1736.
Taxi to 14 right, Singapore 1253. White Center Tower, good morning. Cathay 5252 is on final for 14 left. Clear to land on 14 left, Cathay 5252.
White centre tower, Europa 5525, ready for takeoff on 14 right. White center clearance, good morning. Singapore 5169 are ready for pushback at Bravo 1. Cleared for takeoff on 14 right Euro 5525.
White
We
center
would like to
clearance, good
encourage all
morning.
passengers
Avianca
to watch our cabin
8311
crew
ready for
display the
pushback at
safety
Bravo
features
7.
of the aircraft.
White center clearance, good morning. China Southern 1169 are ready for pushback at Bravo 8.
Cleared for pushback Singapore 5169.
Cleared for pushback Philippines 9er 253. White center clearance, good morning. China Eastern 2011 ready for pushback at Alpha 4. White center clearance, good morning. Japan Air 69er 53 ready for pushback at Bravo 9er. White center ground, Cathay 5252 taxi to the gates.
White center ground. Singapore 5169 are ready to taxi.
Cleared for pushback China Southern 1169er.
White center clearance, good morning. TRANSOVIET 7669 are ready for pushback at Bravo 5.
White center ground, China Eastern 2011 ready to taxi. White center ground, Avianca 8311 ready to taxi. White center ground, Philippines 9er 253 ready to taxi. White center clearance, good morning. United 9er 737 ready for pushback at Alpha 2. White center ground, Cathay 5252 requesting taxi to the gates. Taxi to 14 right Japan Air 69er 53. Taxi to 14 right China Southern 1169er. White center ground, UT 6669 ready to taxi. White center clearance, good morning. American 4437 ready for pushback at Bravo 4. White center tower, good morning. Latin 3168 is on final for 14 left. Hold position China Eastern 2011. White center clearance, good morning. KLM 3311 ready for pushback at Bravo 6.
White center clearance, good morning. Avianca 4953 ready for pushback at Alpha 3.
Taxi to 14 right Avianca 8311. Cleared to land on 14 left Latin 3168.
Hold position Singapore 5169.
Hold position Cathay 5252. White center tower, Singapore 1253 ready for takeoff on 14 right. White center clearance, good morning. FedEx 9011 ready for pushback at Bravo 3.
White center clearance, good morning. FedEx 8437 ready for pushback at Charlie 2.
White center clearance, good morning. China Southern 2825 ready for pushback at Charlie 4. White center ground, Latin 3168 taxi to the gates.
White center clearance, good morning. China Southern 7825 ready for pushback at Charlie 3.
White center tower, good morning. Korean 8524 is on final for 14 lap. Wide center clearance, good morning. Martin Air 3525 ready for push back at Charlie 1.
Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all
Cleared for
passengers to
pushback
watch our
FedEx 437.
Cleared for pushback KLM 3311.